Wow.
That's better. So this isn't too terribly different from Kolamuki Mounds. This is an
We step out
experiment
and Stacy's having a little issue with her
lav
lav
mic
mic.
technology.
It keeps falling off.
and field work.
But yours isn't falling off you, I notice.
It's not.
So this is the moat.
Okay.
Well, I don't think they call it a moat, but
Remote sensing at Etowah. That's how they find stuff under the ground.
This is beyond my pay grade, but I understand the gist. It's sort of a seismic radar or something. Somebody knows.
Wow, that's interesting.
I'm sure it's explained on the board I did not read.
it's a defensive ditch,
Oh, gotcha.
not a moat. But it's totally a moat.
The waysides give an artistic rendition of what things might have looked like here.
The Etowah River formed the southern border of the village, a series of borrow pits. Remember borrow pits from the other place? Connected by a large ditch, once 9 to 10 feet deep, surrounded the remainder of the site. Originally, the ditch enclosed more than 50 acres, before portions were filled during the 19th century for an agricultural purpose, or for agricultural purposes. Excuse me. Using handmade stone tools, the native peoples dug soil, forming the borrow pits and ditch, and carried it in baskets to build 6 earthen mounds. Mound building occurred at the site for more than 300 years, with renewal of the mounds and new mound building occurring at various times. Archaeological evidence tells us that a wooden palisade constructed of upright 12-foot high logs embedded in the ground was present directly inside the defensive ditch. This palisade had a series of rectangular bastions that added to its defensive capabilities. Villagers most likely crossed the ditch on land or wooden bridges. Palisade could be entered only through a series of easily defended parallel offset openings. Archaeologists believe the ditch and palisade were not completed until sometime after AD 1325, although the site had been occupied at various times since approximately AD 1000. Evidence of charred posts found by archaeologists indicate the palisade burned sometime after 1350 AD. The burning of the palisade could have been the result of an accidental fire, warfare, or site abandonment.
Some things archaeology just does not explain.
So, have a ditch going that way, defensive trench, and one going this way. And all the dirt that came out of there became these mounds. I don't know if we're going to see all the mounds today, but we're definitely going to see these 2 big ones, and that'll be cool.
This is a good time to say the debris you see on the screen I later cleaned off. It was on the sensor. I did not know at the time.
Native grasses at Etowah. Bushy blue stem, little blue stem, big blue stem, eastern game grass, river oats, poverty oat grass, switchgrass, and Indian grass.
And for a little redundant information,
We are testing for the first time the lav mics.
For real now.
For real.
Like the other times we were testing them, but didn't have batteries or whatever.
I don't know how that's going to turn out. Obviously, out in the field, it's going to take some trial and error. So you may not be hearing the lav mics right now. You may be hearing the camera, but we don't know. We'll find out. I have no way of knowing at this point. But by the time you see this, we'll know. What do we have here?
Etowah saw periods of abandonment, often coinciding with one of these natural disasters of disease, famine, drought, and flood, fire, harsh winters, seasonal storms. Yet these people returned to this valley because of its ceremonial importance and its status as an ancient capital.
After 1550 AD, Etowah's occupants moved downriver toward the Coosa River in Alabama. Some researchers believe that the arrival of additional Europeans caused a social disruption. It is well documented that European diseases such as measles and smallpox decimated many native populations. By the time the Etowah River Valley saw its first European settlers, the local Cherokee Indians attributed the mounds to an ancient people remembered only in their oral traditions. Wow.
So they don't know. They're just
They're just figuring stuff out as they go. The plaza. The plaza is quite large. It looks larger than the one at Shiloh. The most recent archaeological work at Etowah indicates that one large plaza existed to the east of Mound A. Smaller plazas may have been present beside other mounds at various times. The plaza served the community as a gathering place for ceremonies, storytelling, trade, greeting visitors, and even playing games such as Chunky, or the Native American stickball game from which lacrosse originated. Interesting. Lots of things happened here. I'm certainly no expert on I'm no expert on Native American peoples.
But lacrosse seems to be making a comeback, at least in this northern area, because they were doing a fundraiser for the lacrosse kids that we did the 5K
Oh,
for.
that's right, yeah.
In Townsend, and I saw a couple of signs for like lacrosse teams in different towns we've been in. So
Cool.
that's cool.
We're gonna climb this mound.
Is it going to be scary?
And tell us in the comments if you want a more in-depth version of this shoot. We are on a long trip and we said, look, mounds, and came to shoot it real quick. So this might not be my greatest achievement in shooting things. And we're experimenting with these lav mics. This is really an experimentation. But we also wanted to see these mounds because these are big like the one at Kulamuki. Neat. It's interesting how long these mounds have been here. Like
And they're built, right? They're created mounds.
right, they're dug out of that trench.
And apparently if you build a mound, it'll last a really long time, thousands of years.
Yeah. Just like any other hill in the countryside. So yeah, you can build a mound and it will be here for thousands and thousands of years. Actually longer than most like conventionally built structures. So what this wayside is saying is that the chiefs lived up here.
Look at the stairs. It's like nowhere near the stairs at Kulamuki. Like these are some solid looking stairs.
These are solid looking stairs, but also like these are the stairs built for us to go up. But like look right here, you can still see like the stairs are worn off of it, but this protrusion on the front was originally the stairs that the Indians would go up. That's fascinating.
So we start up the modern stairs. And these stairs, when you're on them, they go on for a while. Then I suddenly realize something's missing. Stacey has stopped farther down.
Is it high, sweetheart? You want help? Coming.
So I think I need to not look up or down and just look kind of low.
Come with me. Grab my arm.
How am I going to get down though?
You're not gonna look. You're just gonna go downstairs and look at the steps.
I'm scared. I really just wanted to see the river.
You don't have to come up here. You can wait at the bottom if you want.
Well, I'm halfway up now.
We are. Just think of it as a big hill. Like you're not going to fall, it's not going to collapse. And after this, we'll go straight to the river.
Maybe you can see the river from up here.
Oh, you will be. And several neighboring states.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay. Don't say scary stuff like that.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's just a little hill. There's nothing to it. Stacey's afraid of heights, and I am too.
The reward for climbing these steps is pretty magnificent.
There's a bench. You want to sit down? All right. Have a seat. You okay?
I live here now.
We're up top. I'm gonna slip over here and get shot over the side over here while Stacey sits there and gets her bearings. Stacey lives here now. Etowah's chief had the power to make war or peace. He distributed stored food to his people from the public granary in times of need or famine, and could solicit tribute from outlying villages he also controlled. The Etowah River Valley was once filled with small farmsteads. The chief lived with his family on the mound in a large house made from wattle, interwoven twigs or branches, and daub, clay-based plaster. How you doing?
Okay. The brochure even says this one is for adventurous climbers, not scared climbers.
Not scared little girls.
Can you see the river?
Yes, you can. Take me to the river.
Ooh.
Pretty neat, huh?
Yeah.
Do you want to go back down?
Now when you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. I need you, hold on, hold my paper.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna hold the rail, and I'm gonna hold your jacket, and I'm gonna look straight down.
Okay. Acrophobia? Yeah, acrophobia is no joke, folks.
I'm praying not to have fear, because you're only supposed to fear the Lord, not like things. But I also found out I have a kind of a fear of post offices too, so I don't know what that phobia is.
I'm scared of post offices too. All right, we're gonna start down. Just watch the steps as we go down. It's interesting because, like, whereas Klingman's Dome was terrifying to me, this doesn't bother me at all.
The stairs are really nice. I was excited when I saw the stairs, and then like a quarter of the way up, I'm like, no, it's still like scary. But I've been down many staircases with Brian like this, like holding his jacket straight down. This works.
And we make it without incident.
And here we have these other mounds, which I don't know that there's really a need to climb the smaller mounds once you've climbed the Giganto mound.
It's like so scary because once you're on the Giganto mound, you can see the tops of these other mounds and they look kind of low. And it's like, oh, I'm so high.
Looking down on the other mounds. It's true.
It's like, oh.
Which you saw on the video. So we're going to go down to the river and we'll probably wrap this up so we can get back on the road.
Thanks for bringing me here.
Oh, yeah. Sounds like there might be boat traffic on the river.
I really like the neatly mowed path through the mounds. And from here, you can see just how high that mound is.
It's beautiful back here.
It really is.
Like you're in the middle of a city.
Yeah. Like not far from Atlanta.
Now it's time to fulfill my promise to Stacey and take her to the river.
The Etowah River. This park is good because it's got benches.
This peaceful river is kind of the perfect place to set up your village. Its meandering waters probably full of fish.
Look. A shoals and fish trap.
Oh.
So
Okay.
it's on here like you can see it. Can you see it?
I don't see it. I don't see anything I recognize as that. Unless,
It's on the nature trail.
could be, or it could be there's some remnant of it, like some of that stuff over there sticking out of the water maybe.
Fish traps were created by piling stones in V-shaped formations in shallow river areas with large woven baskets placed at the open point of the V to catch the fish. Bass, catfish, freshwater mussels, and turtles were important sources of protein for Etowah inhabitants. Today, when the Altoona hydroelectric plant is not generating electricity and the water level is low, the gravel shoals and fish trap may be seen.
Oh. And it's hard to tell.
Yeah, the river looks full.
And it goes around that way and it goes off that way. So there's like an island in the middle there.
It's before the island in the middle. It's kind of where we are.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's probably out in here somewhere.
The water's just too high right now. But that's okay, because it's still really nice to be here.
Well, we hope you've enjoyed the Etowah Indian Mounds. I have. I think it's a really beautiful place, right by the river, and it's kind of like Kolomoki and kind of like Shiloh Indian Mounds, but it's more wide open, and it seems Kolomoki is really well kept.
Yeah, Kolomoki, the mounds are a little further apart.
Yeah.
And maybe next time we come, we'll walk the nature trail or something.
Yeah, that'll be good. Maybe we can do a more in-depth exploration of this at some point. But we have to get back on the road. But we hope you've enjoyed coming with us to see these mounds. It's a beautiful day, and we'll just see what else is down the road, and we'll see you there.